Hello friends, welcome to the Azure DevOps tutorial series. In this tutorial, we are going to see an important part of the repository called branches. So in this tutorial, we will see like what is the branches in Azure DevOps. So basically this branches is very important for the repository, and when we are going to work with the main project, when we start working, and there we have many type of the things like bug fixes, hot fix, and features fixes. So if we have so many things, then in those kind of the project, these branches is play the important role in that kind of the project. So let's understand like what is the branches. So basically Git branches aren't much more than a small reference that keeps an exact history of the commits. So basically what is the meaning of this? Suppose there are three or four developer working on a particular feature in the sense like one person is working on the login page, and in that login page there are different type of functionality we are giving, like create the OTP and creating the database and like creating the UI. So these three things are there for particular feature called login page. And in that kind of the feature, now what happened, like one particular person, if he is working on a one page, then to manage or synchronize all that work into that project is little difficult. Then in the branches, what happened, like every developer what they do, they created their own branch, and in that particular branch they commit the code, and according to that commit the code, that particular branch commit into the main branch. So basically in that branch we can identify like who working on particular branch and what all are the work they are doing. So basically tracking also we can do based on the branches. And like we can even when there are a big organization, and when we adopt this Azure DevOps, so what happened, like when this branch before committing into the main branch, there are so many steps comes, and one step is called testing. And in the testing phase, what happened, there are so many tools available in the DevOps. So what they do, they always check the unit testing or some other kind of the testing like SQL testing, UI testing. So there are so many type of testing they do before committing to the main branch. If there is any problem in a particular branch, then that particular branch we can assign back to that specific developer. So in that way also these branches much useful. And like in the later version, if anyone says like OTP related functionality still we don't want, we will adopt that OTP work later versions. So even they can delete that particular branch, then related to that code also can go away from the source code. So in that kind of a scenario, this branches is more important in Azure DevOps. And like commit changes to a branch will not affect other branch also, because every branch is a different branches. And even we can share the branches with others, other developer basically, without having to merge the changes into the main project. So what we can do, if we have created a branch and other person, what they can do, they can access that particular branch and they can see like what code changes we have done. So basically for doing the code review kind of the work, we use to share the branches. So that is the main use of the branches in Azure DevOps. So now let's understand with this picture like how it works. So suppose in the main branch, we are having a main branch, and here we can see like there are so many commits, like C is indicating to the commit, and then it is going through the deployment. So if we don't have any branch, so basically later what happened, we can if we are not having branches, then we can work with the main branch. But like for the bigger project, it's not a good always do commit into the main branch, because if there is any error in any code, then it can affect the full branch, the main branch which is in production. So what happened, like there are so many things, like if many worker developers is working on, so they can do their own branch, and they finally they can merge that branch into the main branch. So in the coming tutorials we will see like how to create branch and all these things, how to merge that branch into the main branch. So we will see in the later videos. So suppose for taking the example, like one team is working on the service team, and another team is works on the hot fixes, and another team work on the releases. So basically, like one service team is working, and they are working their own works, and then later version what they do, they can commit that code into the main branch. So and like suddenly that service team got hot fix, or they have got one issue from the production, and they have to like fix that issue immediately. So currently whatever the code they are working, if we don't have branch, then what they have to do, like if we have a same changes on the same file, then they have to revert those changes first, and they have to give the hotfix, and related to the changes we have to make on the that same file. But if we have branch, then what they can do, they can create a different branch of the same file, and they can make any changes without affecting the previous changes. The previous changes will be there only. So they can make their changes as a hotfix, and they can merge into the main branch, and they can release the product as needed early. So in that kind of scenario, the branches is very useful in Azure DevOps repository, like to tracking the work and to manage the work and to manage different type of the work. This branches is very useful for the application. So in our application, basically like when you will go under the repo, here in the branch you are looking, when you click on this branch, so currently we are having only one branch, and that is the master branch, because as of now we were working, and we can see in the Visual Studio also, like when we go on the team explorer, and like let's minimize to me this, and here at the down you are looking, we are working with the master branch, because all the work we are doing with the master branch only, because currently we are having the master branch. And like in the my branches which I have created, so it is showing the master branch, and all basically here it will show all the branches which people has created for the particular project. So we can see all those branches. So and this is a stall. So like there is no branch related to this, that's why we are not finding any branch to this one. So in the coming tutorial we will see like how we create that branch, and how we will work related to that branch into the Visual Studio, and how we will manage that branch into that project which we have created. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.